Everyone who knows Star Wars for a long time before Disney Star Wars knows about Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker is one of the most popular Jedi in the Star Wars universe. In fact, he's probably one of the best. The problem is, though, Disney Star Wars destroyed him pretty bad. Well, mainly by destroying, they destroyed his character, especially in The Last Jedi. So, if I were directing Disney Star Wars, here's how I would make him a lot better. So instead of the whole backstory and all that, since everyone pretty much knows he's the son of Padme and Anakin and all that, let's just focus on how I would change things up. First off, in The Force Awakens, it would be best to have an explanation to why he disappeared. Luke disappeared, if I directed Disney Star Wars, because he needed more time to grow in the Force. He may have the most powerful Force abilities, but even a most powerful Jedi might need a few tips or two. So he went to the island in order to gain some advice from many Jedi that have passed on many years before. From Qui-Gon Jinn, who trained Obi-Wan after Revenge of the Sith, to Mace Windu, and even his own father. And of course, I am going to say this. He even got trained by Ahsoka Tano, who ended up joining with the Force, Arlia Sakura, but there was some Jedi that weren't mentioned that I'm going to mention anyway. Bastila Shan, because she is the legendary Jedi in Knights of the Old Republic, and I believe that should have been canon in the first place for good. And also, Statiel Shan, Bastila's daughter. So, yeah, Luke got a lot of training. Even the ladies got a chance to help. But the biggest issue is why didn't he help the Resistance? Well, like in Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, Luke had a connection with Darth Vader. And he had a connection now to Jason Solo. Remember my Kylo Ren video? That's why he's named Jason. So, if he was with the Resistance and he had a connection, he would endanger the Resistance and possibly even destroy them single-handedly because of his connection. When you're connected with the Force, you connect with a lot of people, Jedi and Sith alike. That's why you have to be really careful if you connect with the Force, which will be explained much later about Rey and others, about how she never connected with the Force more often, which I did explain in her video, but I will explain more about the Force itself in another video. But anyway, that's the Force Awakens part that I will explain about Luke, about why he went off to the island, because he needed time to train, but also wanted to protect the Resistance. Then, of course, he reappears later on to fight Kylo Ren. But instead of the old, oh, I've given up on you, you're not worth it to me anymore, it's more of he should try to see the good in him, like he did with his father in Return of the Jedi. Didn't people forget that? But of course, in this case, he did fight Kylo Ren. He fought him pretty badly, to the point where instead of it was a whole Force projection, it was an actual fight. He ended up defeating Kylo Ren. But, of course, like he did to his father, he showed mercy and didn't try to kill him. Of course, Jason was like, "Why didn't you kill me back in that tent?" His response, "It's not the Jedi way." It never was a Jedi way to kill someone just because they fall into the dark side. Instead, the Jedi should always try to look for what is good and never give up. That is the hope that Luke always clings on, yet it was taken away from him thanks to Disney Star Wars today. Now, again, disclaimer, I am not trying to change Disney Star Wars, this is how I would do it. So what happens to Luke? After he defeats Jason, he ends up leaving with one important note to tell the Resistance, "May the Force be with you." And the most important thing of all, always cling to hope in the Force. Now, of course, he has to be in the shadows until his time will come, which explains the rise of Skywalker. Because Luke now has a connection with another Force user, his own son, Ben Skywalker. So Ben Skywalker will be the last Skywalker. And so Luke, in The Rise of Skywalker at the time, instead of The Last Jedi where he helps grow the Resistance by connecting with them, he ends up using what he taught the Resistance and also helped his son grow in secret in The Last Jedi in order to help him become the stronger character in Rise of Skywalker. He wasn't mentioned in The Force Awakens because his son had shut him out with the Force, but then of course he decides to reappear after hearing that his father had returned. But at first his son would probably have some resentment. Explain in another video in the future. But now Luke would pass away to the Force of old age, but he would use his knowledge to give to his son in order to help the Resistance once and for all. So that's exactly what should happen to Luke. He should be a growing Jedi that never gives up, show hope to everyone despite everything that's happened, but also die peacefully, but give the knowledge to someone else like his son. So that's it, guys. That's Luke Skywalker for you. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, share this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. God bless, you rock, don't forget it.